ASL course during the summer, which was really cool because I got to learn a little bit about how some deaf people and hard of hearing people feel a little bit isolated when they can't be understood by hearing people, right? We can understand how they would feel left out if you can't hear people. So as Girl Scouts, it's really important for us to make sure everyone feels included, right? Yeah. So now I'm able to practice with my friend Cole, whose mom is deaf. So we were able to practice ASL together and have some conversations across the room. Like for example, when we had gym class together, we would be able to talk across the gym instead of yelling across the gym to each other. We could be like, hey, how are you? And we'd be able to talk to each other across the gym, which was always fun because we got to talk a little bit while gym class was happening. So also Pennsbury Prom. Have you guys heard of that? Did you guys ever see the walkthrough or the parade? Well, I got to work on the parade with Cole again, and during our parade float, we got to see his mom, and I'd never met her before that, so it was nice because I got to say hi, and I got to talk to her a little bit in ASL while we were on the parade float before we went into prom. That was fun. I got to say hi. So your gold award. So I hear you guys are about to work on your bronze award. Do you guys have any idea what that is, or no? So it's one of the 3 awards that you can earn as a Girl Scout. The gold award is the highest one, and the bronze award is like the lowest level. So you build up each time. So I won my bronze award with my troop, and then I did my own project for my silver award. So for my gold award, I decided I took this summer course, and I really wanted to help other scouts and people learn ASL. So that's what I'm doing here today. So for my gold award, did you guys know that approximately 56,000 people in Bucks County are deaf or hard of hearing? That seems like a big number. So you probably will run into one or two of them while you're buying cookies or selling cookies. So I want to teach you guys a little bit about how we can be a little bit more inclusive. So first thing, it's always important to acknowledge that someone is deaf or hard of hearing. That way you can either turn to ASL, or you can have like a pen and paper or something, so that way you can write out what you want to say, just so that way they don't feel excluded and like, oh, I really want to buy some Girl Scout cookies, now I can't because I can't get my point across. But so today I'm going to teach you how to do some ASL. And I have some papers that I'll hand out in a little bit. But on there, there's a QR code that'll teach you some videos that go into the alphabet, numbers, and other basic signs. But today we're going to learn the alphabet. So I heard that some of you guys know a little bit of ASL. What did you guys learn? Who learned some ASL? A little bit? Do you remember any of it? Bless you. Nothing. You guys don't remember anything? That's perfect because I can teach you a lot. Numbers, yeah. Okay. So, bless you. So I got some work cut out for me today. So do you guys know what ASL is, or American Sign Language? Yeah, can you describe it for me? What is it?
It's basically like another language. You make symbols with your hands that mean like letters and different things.
Right, so it's its own language like English or Spanish or any other language that's spoken in the world, but it's used with your hands and your facial expressions. So that is a little bit cool. ASL is one of many sign languages, like languages that use your hands, but it's the most common one in America. And it's a basis for some other ones, like Signed English, which is an exact translation of English into sign language, which has some other words like the and or, which American Sign Language does not have, because the grammar is a little bit different. As I talked about a little bit earlier, and then on the back it has the alphabet, but we'll go through them right now together. So, you guys know our English alphabet, right? A through Z. It's the same thing in ASL, just with your hands. So for A, you're gonna take your hand and you're gonna make a fist like this. You're gonna have your thumb on the outside like this, and your other fingers flat against your palm. A. And then we're gonna go on to, what's the next letter of the alphabet? B. So we're gonna have our palm out flat with our thumb in like this. B. Cool. And then C. C is pretty simple. It's what you would expect. You're gonna make a C with your hand, but instead of having it like out in your face, you're gonna have it here to your side. So you want to make sure that you're using your dominant hand when you're doing your hand. So like the hand that you write with rather than the hand that you don't write with. So your hand that you write with. So C. And then what's next? D. So D is a little bit different. You're going to take your hand like this. You're going to like make an O, but you're going to bring your pointer finger up. D. And then E. E is funky. It's got like a little bear claw. So you want to have your fingers bent here, so that way it's flat against your hand like this, and then your thumb comes in like this. There you go, nice. And then a little bit, you're going to make sure that you keep your fingers together. And then F. F is like an okay mark, like an okay sign, like okay. And then G, you're going to take your hand and you're going to take your pointer finger and your thumb, and you're going to put them together like this. So that way there's a little bit of a space. And you're going to have it facing you this way. So, yeah. G. Can I see your G? Ooh, very nice. Alright, what comes next? H. H is very similar. You're going to make the same sign for G, but you're going to add in that second thumb. Or that second finger. Cool, and you're gonna keep your thumb at the behind it, so that way it shouldn't be up here, or and it shouldn't be all the way down here. It should be right here at parallel. G or H. What's the next one? I. That's right. It's a pretty. You can see how it makes an I, right? You're gonna use your pinky finger for the I. J. You're gonna take the same hand, but you're gonna bend it to form a J, like you're drawing a J with your pinky. J. Yeah, J. Next, K. For this one, it kind of makes a K too. You're going to take your pointer finger and put it all the way up, and then your middle finger out. And then you're going to put your thumb in between. So that way it kind of makes like another little notch for the K. Yeah, so you're going to have your middle finger out, that instead of up. Yeah, like that. Alright, what's next? L. L is what we expect. It's pretty straightforward. It's an L. Then M. What you're going to do is you're going to take your 3 fingers and you're going to put your thumb underneath them. That way it's an M. Yeah? Alright, and then for N, you're going to take a similar sign. You're going to have the 3 fingers. Instead, you're going to do 2. So like how when you write an M, it has 3 strokes, right? 1, 2, 3. But instead, for an N, it's only 2 because it's 1 less than M. So M, N. Alright, what's next? O. O is, once again, what you would expect. O. It'll just be a circle with your hands. O. And then P. P, we're going to take that similar hand for K, but we're going to bring it down. So you want to bring your wrist down so that way it's down, like the tail for a P. P. What's next?
Q.
Yeah, I think Q comes before R. So for Q, we're going to take a similar hand to the G, but once again, we're going to bring it down, like the tail of the Q. Q. Yep, pointer finger and thumb. Q. And then R, we're going to bring it up like this. Yep, cross your fingers and have it up. R. And make sure you have your other fingers down. Yep, R. What's next? S. So that this one's a little bit tricky because it's really similar to A. But instead of having our thumb at the side like this, we're gonna bring it in front of our fingers. S. So bring that thumb in front of your finger. Yep, like that. Perfect. Then next, what's next?
T.
That's right. So we're gonna go from S and we're gonna put our thumb underneath our first finger. T. You might, I don't know if maybe like in your classrooms when you've had to go to the bathroom, maybe your teacher was like, toilet. We're gonna do this instead of like raising our hands. So that way I know you have to go to the toilet, right? T. T for toilet. And what's next after T? U, that's right. U is similar to how we write it. It's like a little U shape. It's also almost like the Girl Scout symbol, just without our third finger. It's just the 2. U. Then for V, we're gonna split that U because it's how you write it, like a peace sign. Yeah. Then what do we think W is gonna be? 3 fingers. Yeah, like a W. Just looks like a W. Then X is a little bit funky. We're gonna take our pointer finger and we're gonna make like a little like pirate hook. Like X marks the spot. X. And we're gonna, for the rest of our fingers, we're gonna hold them all together. X. Then Y. Y, we're gonna have our thumb and our pinky finger out, kind of like cowabunga do. Cowabunga do. So that would be Y like this. And then for the last one, Z is a little funky. For Z, we're gonna take our pointer finger and we're just gonna draw a Z. Z. That's your alphabet. So what we're also gonna do is double letters. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys learn to sign your own individual names. Now to do that, some of you guys might have some double letters in your names. You guys, who has like a double letter in their name? Oh, a lot of us. So this will be helpful. So for most of the letters except for Z, you're just gonna either bounce your hand twice or you're gonna slide it. So if I was signing cookies, I would say COOKIES, right? Or I could go COOKIES. So it's, you either want to bounce it twice or slide it. You guys got it? The only one that's different is Z. For Z, we normally just do one finger, right? But for Z, with two letters, it's going to be two fingers. Z. So if I were signing pizza, I go PIZZA. That makes sense? All right. I'm going to have you guys, do you guys want to do like a little bit of a game?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I have some fun little temporary tattoos and stickers. If I sign a letter and whoever knows what letter is, I want you to raise your hand and then you guys can get either a sticker or a tattoo. Sound good? And we're gonna go until everyone has a sticker or a tattoo. We like? All right. All right, this one might be easy. Ready? That's right, yeah, B. What kind do you want? Surprise you. Ooh, I'm gonna pick a good one. Yeah, you got it. All right, who doesn't have a tattoo yet? Oh, we got two more that don't have a tattoo. All right, do you guys, okay, we got two more. Can you guys tell me what this letter is? Yeah, what is it?
V.
Oh, no, it's not V. Yeah, it's Y. Nice job. All right, which one do you want? Mushroom? Do you want this one? This one? Or this one? All right. One last letter. Let's see. All right, ready? What's this letter? What letter is it? M? It's not M. What does it look like? It's a W, that's right, yeah. What kind of tattoo do you want? Do you want flower? You want this flower? Yeah? Here you are. I'm very impressed you all got tattoos. Now I get to keep them all for myself. Alright. Now that we know our alphabet, I want you guys to learn how to do your name. So looking at our little cheat sheets, I want you guys to think about how you spell your name and how you can sign your name too, all right? So I'm gonna ask you guys to either like pair up or go into groups of 3 so that way you can practice with each other. All right, that sound good? So you look at your little cheat sheets and I'll come around and make sure that you guys know how to sign your names. What's up? Sure, you can make a group. Okay, well even if you don't, practice and you will. All right. So now we're going to move on to a little bit more basics for ASL. So in ASL, it's not a direct translation to English like how we would think. It doesn't follow the same grammar because it's its own language. So when we're talking about pronouns and possessive nouns, we want to distinguish the difference between them. So if I'm talking about someone or talking to someone, saying like, oh, how are you? I'm going to point to them to establish that you. Or how is your friend? Or how's your mom? Whoever like is around that we're talking about or to. But if I was asking about something that you own or something in relation to you, like a possessive, you're gonna have your hand flat out like this. So if asking how was your mom, if she's not here right now, I'd ask how's your mom, I would have that flat out, or their mom, or her mom, his mom, whatever. So you want to distinguish. If I'm asking about someone or who, I'm going to point to them. If I'm asking about something that they own or in relation to them, the palm out. We got that? Make sense? We want to distinguish the two, right? So from that, I'm going to have you guys learn how to ask someone's name and how to give your name in response. So when I'm asking in English, I'm going to just ask, what's your name, right? Something similar along that lines. What is your name? Along that. But in ASL, there are some different ways that we can do it. We can say, you name what? Or we can say, you name, or your name what? There's some different ways. For this, we're just going to say, you name what? So for that sentence, or that question rather, we're going to point to whoever we're talking about. So if I'm talking to you, I'm going to point to you and ask, your name what? For name, we're going to take our two hands like the U's, right? Like how we learned to make a U. We're going to do it on both sides, and we're going to bring them together and make it like an X. So that way they cross together. So make sure the two fingers, right? And we're going to cross them like an X, and we're going to bounce them twice. So hit against twice. 1, 2. Name. So putting that, you, name, and then for what, we're going to like have our palms up, and we're going to shake them. Like, I don't know, like what? I'm asking you a question. So you, name, what? Can you guys put that together for me? You name what? Now, in response to that, if you're asking someone for their name, or they're giving you your name, or you're giving your own name to them, you can sign it a few different ways similarly. You can sign my name and fingerspell your name, or you can point to yourself and say me, and then fingerspell your name. Or you can point to yourself, fingerspell your name, and then point to yourself again, reestablishing who you're talking about. Because if you sign your name, they might be like, whose name is that again? And you want to reestablish me. That's who I'm talking about. That's my name. So I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to come around, I'm going to ask you guys your names, and I want you guys to put it in the proper context. So you can either say me, your name, or my name, whatever. I'm going to come up to you guys and ask for you for your name. Sound good? Yeah? Alright, I'm going to start a different pattern than I was going before. And you can get pretty far with fingerspelling, right? Because if you don't know how to say something with the signs in ASL, you can just spell it out if you know how to spell it out. But if we're struggling a little bit, we can always make sure that we have like a pen and paper or something, right? So that way someone can just easily write it down if we're ever in dire. But sometimes it's handy just to know a little bit of fingerspelling. Alright, well, the last things that I want to tell you guys is the importance of facial expressions with ASL. So if I'm asking you a question and I just go, like what, we don't have any punctuation or tone, so you wouldn't really know that I'm asking a question, would you? But you want to show that with your face, specifically like your eyebrows or like your eyes. So if I'm asking you a question, it should look like I'm asking you a question, right? So if I ask you a question, it's okay if you want to sign it, you can. It's okay, you don't have to, but we want to make sure that we show our facial expressions while we're asking the question. And then once you're answering, you can smile a little bit, that way they know that you're happy to tell them your name. Something like that, all right? That's pretty much going to wrap it up for me. Do you guys have any questions about, say, your Gold Award or ASL itself? All right, well, I think that that's pretty much all that I have to give you. So I'll leave you guys with some of these cards. You guys can either hold on to them so that way you can practice your alphabet, because I hope you guys enjoy some ASL. But you guys can practice, or if you go to cookie booths or door-to-door sales, you can give them to people, help them learn a little bit about ASL. And if you're interested, you guys can scan the QR codes and they'll take you to some more videos with my shining face that'll give you some information about numbers, basic grammar, some other ASL stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit and you found some interest in it.